That gate, it's getting bigger. If it gets much larger, Nemeroth can bring his fleet through.
Then we must cut the link between Warp Gate and Tower.
You have a plan.
We use Invictus to sever the orbital spire.
At that range, will the Titan's cannon be affected?
It's time we use the power source to our advantage. To supercharge Invictus, we need to reach that Titan.
Benjamin, something terrible has happened. Your mother, my Juliet, we got caught in an orc ambush. They called it your sister. She was screaming, and your mother threw herself at them. They laughed, Benjamin. The worst sound I've ever heard. And I grabbed Hannah. But your mother, they took her and they broke her, and I couldn't. We made it to Epsilon Center. Find us, Benjamin, please.
So, a demon killed Inquisitor Drogon and then possessed his body.
But why?
Alone, there was no way the demon could get the power source past 1 million orcs. It needed help.
And we obliged.
I was deceived. I am responsible for chaos breaking through to this world.
Genetic scan complete. Adeptus Astartes. Full access granted.
On that fateful journey through the war, in my exhausted musings, I let my guard down. Something a psyker should never do. My desire, my psychic will, reached out into the warp, and the warp reached back. A spark of warp energy appeared before me, tentative, flickering, and powerful. I felt it batter my psychic shields. My shock was absolute. I lost focus, and the spark disappeared. I knew I had to get it back.
Ultramarines, attack!
Captain, duty requires that I put voice to my concerns.
Speak, then.
You held the unshielded power source again, Captain. And again, you emerged from the exposure unscathed. The Codex Astartes warns that those in league with Chaos can withstand the warp's touch.
You forget yourself, Ultramarine.
Leandros, I do not take this warp resistance lightly. But the search for answers must wait until after we deal with this Chaos invasion.
What if that is too late?
Leandros, enough. We need to keep moving.
Send a runner to the depot at position Alpha. Let's go.
You're not leading this raid.
Of course I am.
Lieutenant, we need you in one piece. Let's face it, you're holding us together out here, and if you get...
Warp auto!
Kill the weak!
Brothers, attack!
My lords, help us! Demons! Where are they all coming from?
Guardsman, report.
My lord, Space Marine. They were on us almost immediately.
Lieutenant, Space Marines are here. Captain Titus, are you there? This is Lieutenant Mira. This whole planet has gone mad.
The forces of Chaos are invading this world. We must get to the Titan and destroy that warp gate.
I know what route to take. I deployed troops to man outposts between the Calcus facility and Bastion Primus. From there, you can access the rail network and cross to Manufactura Majakis.
Understood. I will meet you there.
invasion, and now the tender mercies of Chaos heretics. I'm surprised the place is standing at all.
How can we face them? The legions of chaos.
Trooper, get yourself together right now!
Yes, Mom.
The other platoons are going to fall back towards the Bastion. Hold this position, or they'll be cut off. Greetings, Ultramarines.
What is your situation, Lieutenant?
As well as can be hoped, considering we are surrounded on all sides by the enemy horde.
We're heading back to the command post, Captain.
Strong to say everything's all right, but it's not. The dead are everywhere, stinking, rotting. We burn the bodies where we can, but the fire attracts more orcs. If you stop and think about the billions dead here, you'll go mad. And no matter where you go, you find the people of this world, all dead, all waiting for help that never came.
Not from
lift over here.
Well met, Mira.
Jonah, I half expected to find a demon chewing on your bones.
Well, they'd spit me right out.
Make your report, Jonah.
The Greenskins have been pressing us hard, both down here and at the Bastion proper.
Get ready to fall back to the Bastion. Do not engage Chaos forces directly until I get reinforcements down here to back you up.
Aye, Lieutenant.
Captain Titus, this way.
Lieutenant Mira, this is Bastion Primus. We're under heavy assault. The Orcs are back, and they cut power to the sentry guns.
All of them?
They took out the generator. We couldn't defend it against such numbers. We had to fall back.
The Ultramarines and I are almost at your position. Mira out.
With my psychic abilities, I had drawn energy from the warp. If I could summon it again, contain it, control it, then perhaps I could use it to defend the Imperium. So, I made another interstellar journey through the warp. Barely daring to hope, I lowered my psychic defenses and willed the energy to return. And it did. I captured the spark in a containment device and marveled at its potential. My work could now begin.
Genetic scan complete. Adeptus Astartes. Access authorized.
Orcs, always more orcs.
More greenskins!
Forward!
Imperial Guard! Stand your ground! The Ultramarines are here!
Space Marines! Space Marines to kill!
can see why we need the sentry guns. There aren't enough of us to hold this position without them.
Lieutenant, the central outpost is under attack.
Tell them we're on our way!
Move out, brothers.
We need those sentry guns.
Lieutenant, where is the generator?
If you continue on, you'll find that the end of
Brothers, the guardsmen will need your help until the guns are reactivated.
We will hold the line, Captain.
I moved too slow. I got shot in the gut. Stupid of me. That's not now, though. Alex gave me something. I'll stitch it in.
Sidonis to Captain Titus. We are running into orcs down here. Nothing like above, though. Just enough to be an annoyance. We will be there soon.
Understood.
Still don't think this is a good idea.
It's not your call, is it? I say this is our best chance of taking the gun.
But a nighttime assault?
Have some faith, Samson. In the dark, we might catch those orcs off their guard. Unless they've...
Out of here with that sparkly thing. I'm Boss Grimskull! This whole planet is mine! Whoa!
You've been at my heels for long enough, Orc. This ends now.
That's right! Because I'm gonna kill you, Space Marine! Stand still, so I can kill you! Space Marine! I'm gonna cut off your head. Take these. Space Marine! finished with you yet, Space Marine!
But I am finished with you, Orc.
Captain!
The damned Orc is dead.
Finally, some good news.
This rail line will take us directly to the Titan Manufactorum.
The faster the better. Those orcs slowed us down.
And gave Nemeroth time to prepare his invasion. We must get to the Titan and destroy that warp gate.
Captain Titus, the orcs are running scared. What's happened?
The captain dealt with their war boss once and for all.
We have a chance now.
Bolster your defenses. The demon host will not be so easy to frighten off.
Good luck, Titus. All our hopes are with you.
This section reports 5,302 workers absent. The Magos has been notified. Adeptus Astartes recognized. Full access granted.
Ultramarines, this is Princeps Enoch aboard Titan Invictus.
This is Captain Titus. What is the status of the Titan?
My crew and I are aboard Invictus, but she's immobilized. You will need to activate our berth's backup generator to release the mooring clamps.
Understood.
Hard work occupies the body and distracts the mind. It is a noble and worthy thing.
Experimentation with the warp energy is proceeding rapidly. I no longer need to travel into the warp to pull more energy into this dimension. But I am encountering unexpected activity. I was naive to think that my incursion into warp space had gone unnoticed. Something has taken an interest. When I manipulate the energies, I feel a presence pushing against my psychic defenses, testing me.
There it is.
That did it, Ultramarines. If you can release our mooring clamps, we can bring devastation to the invaders. The renegades have it well guarded.
Understood.
Feed you to the dark gods myself, Ultramarine.
The Chaos Legion.
Until their fire! Show them the fury!
That elevator will get us to the mooring clamp controls.
I will take care of the clamps. You and Leandros get the doors to the Manufactorum open.
Understood, Captain.
I needed to test the warp device's capabilities. Running the Titan Manufactorum with it, or rather with the power source, provided a convenient opportunity. The tech priests are practically giddy with its success, but this is a trivial accomplishment. I am impatient to begin testing the warped device's psychic attributes. I'm just waiting for the live cargo to arrive.
You belong to the machine god. You are a cog in the glorious machine.
Enoch, I have Inquisitor Drogon's power source with me. We must use it to supercharge your weaponry.
The power source? The rites involved in using it safely. Only the High Fabricator himself.
Unless we act now, an entire Chaos fleet will hang over your Forge world.
Understood.
Weapons authorization confirmed. Ultramarines chapter. The Emperor be with you, Space Marine.
Mooring clamps released. Invictus powering up now.
My battle brothers will have the gates opened shortly. Maneuver Invictus close to the topmost gantries. I'm coming aboard.
Yes, Captain.
Lock it down! A demon is in the labs!
Authorization required to implement security protocols.
Drogon, Inquisitor, Ordo Xenos.
Outrun human.
Repeat authorization. Speak clearly.
Drogon! Inquisitor! Ordo!
Enoch, I have a target for you. The orbital spire.
The spire? But Captain, it is a masterwork of the Machine God.
It is feeding energy into the warp gate above it. If we are to stop this invasion, the spire must fall.
I understand.
Where must I bring the power source?
Travel across the armature to the starboard side, Captain. I will open a maintenance apse for the volcano cannon.
Protocols suspended. Access authorized.
The apse is below you, Captain. Around the volcano cannon, Captain.
Power source successfully integrated.
Target the orbital spire.
Target acquired.
Firing now.
Sire, preserve us.
Alarm. Ejecting power core. Shutting down all systems.
Captain, all systems are overloading. Did it work?
Invictus performed admirably, Enoch. The warp gate is closing.
Thank the machine god.
Shutting down all systems.
That's done it, Titus.
But Nemeroth and his demon host still roam free.
Though he is trapped on this world.
And all the more desperate to recover the power source. We must get it to safety, old friend.
Good news on that front. Lieutenant Mirror reports that the Liberation Fleet has entered the system. The Inquisition will surely have sent agents with the fleet, Captain. Perhaps we can return the device to them.
The Inquisition has already failed to stop its exploitation by Chaos. No one must use the device, the Andros, ever again. Contact Lieutenant Mira and have her divert a Valkyrie here to pick us up.
Yes, Captain.
I suppose putting a bolt around through that damnable power source is out of the question.
Too risky. We could open another warp gate, for all we know. Upon our return to Macragge, I will confide it to the chapter master and his librarians.
And until then?
My most trusted brother will bring it to our strike cruiser and seal it in the armory. Get this damn thing secured, Sergeant.
As quickly as I can. What will you be doing while I run this little errand?
There are still thousands of traitors and heretics on this world. I intend to drastically thin their ranks.
Lieutenant Mirror's Valkyrie is on its way, Captain.
Excellent. We make for the landing pad. And watch for the Chaos Lord's forces.
Retrieve the warp device.
Sidonis, get to the landing pad.
Aye, Captain. traitors are determined, and this landing pad does not offer much cover.
Sidonis!
At last!
No!
Such a pretty bauble, hiding such immense power. This device is a gift from the Chaos Gods. It holds the key to my evolution, to my ascension to immortal demonhood. My armies will spill humanity's blood across the stars. You continue to resist my touch. Only a deep connection to the warp can explain this. Will you be joining us soon, brother?
I couldn't reach him in time.
Sidonis died as we all should. In righteous battle. Do not give in to grief, Leandros. Turn your thoughts to vengeance. Nemeroth will pay in blood.
The enemies of chaos!
The Sergeant.
That traitor lord murdered him. Nemiroth killed Sidonus for the power source. You said the Inquisitor's work was heretical, Leandros. You are right.
What do you mean?
Nemiroth plans to use the power source to trigger his transformation into a demon prince.
Abomination!
How can we stand against such a creature?
I will kill Nemiroth when he's most vulnerable. During the transformation. Safeguard Sidonus until the apothecary arrives. Then join the Imperial attack.
Going alone is suicide. Or worse. We know the enemy takes great interest in your connection to Chaos.
Do you fear my falling to Chaos?
Of course not. Whatever lies behind your resistance, it can only be to the enemy's favor.
Why? Perhaps this resistance can get you close enough for a killing blow.
I will destroy Nemiroth with skill and steel, or die trying. If this resistance comes into play during battle, so be it.
So be it.